Yeah. What's poppin', YouTube? It's King Zaw with another Just Different video for my Just Different people. If you haven't watched the first What the Fuck is a Soul video, I think you should watch that one before you watch this video. Because this video, I think I'm going to let myself be a little bit more free, bro, and just let myself rant, because I got different theories and different questions and different, like, ideologies about this old soul versus new soul stuff. And I can hold myself back, but I feel like that's holding back from the page. And the point of the reason that I made this page, bro, is to question things and to, like, just expand the mind and just, like, yeah, why do we look at things that way? And, like, does that make it fact just because we look at it that way or other people have looked at it that way? Why can we not question it? And so I want to question different ideologies. So we gonna question the old soul versus the new soul in whatever random way that just come up in my mind. I want you to question it yourself as well. I don't want you to just accept whatever way I'm looking at things or whatever ideology or whatever opinion I come to. Like, I'm just questioning the shit, honestly. And so, okay, let's start here. Old souls versus new souls, or what is old souls in comparison to a new soul. If you ask me what is an old soul and what is a new soul, that would get tricky. Because the first thought that I would go to is an old soul is just, of course, older than a new soul. But then when you look into the history of what a soul is, we just talked about it in the first What the Fuck is a Soul video. Basically, all religions and all concepts explain that a soul is everlasting and that it lives on forever. So then when you come to the, like, okay, an old soul versus a new soul, so, oh shit, souls were created at different times. We didn't notice. So I don't know, like, I didn't know that souls were being created at different times, because the different shit that we didn't seen, like, they kind of say that, like, all souls are created at the same time. So if it's an old soul, I'm just gonna say that the old souls is from, like, the original tribes, right? Or the original people that civilized the world. And then the new souls are, like, the descendants, the people that were created, because you got to know it's new people. The black man and the black woman are the original people. Everybody else are, like, descendants in a sense. Like, we recreated them. We created them in the sense they are kids. Like, shit, it's just the honesty. Like, yeah, they ain't my kids, you know what I'm saying? Personally, they ain't your kids personally, but, like, as a race, like, the black people, the melanated people of the world created all the races, right? I'm really on the tangent. I'm sorry. I told y'all that's what this video is gonna be. Old souls are not materialistic. The reason that I would say old souls aren't materialistic is because, just think about it, if you'd have been here in every lifetime, you have never not lived on this earth. Like, when people were living, you've always been here. So you've had everything, essentially. You've basically owned everything. You've been rich, you've been poor, you've been middle class, you've been upper middle class, you've been lower middle class. You've been, like, you have done everything. You got to think, if you have lived millions of lives, billions of lives, just think that, because that's how they explain it in Hinduism and Buddhism, like, that you live multiple lives. Like, so just imagine, by the time you get to wherever we at right now, you wouldn't really care to have all the fancy shit, or you wouldn't care to be trying to flex it. Like, you done flexed it already. You done had it, you done lost it, you done got it back again and lost it again, and then some. So old souls are usually focused on self-development and, like, building relationships, because they feel like that's really the only thing that matters. Because for the soul, it's all about experience. That's what the soul keep coming back here for. That soul is addicted to experience. The soul is, like, addicted to whatever this realm is, because a lot of souls don't even like this realm. A lot of souls come in here because they got to pass whatever lesson or whatever. They got to get their karma off of them. We got karma. That's, yeah, you got to know about the karma shit too. And so some old souls could be here just trying to get their karma off of them. And so they focus on self-development and building relationships and doing relationships in the correct manner because they did them in the wrong way in the past. And so they got to get that karma off of them so that they can ascend to the next lifetime, or ascend to the next realm, I should say. All souls seek knowledge and growth. They don't like to waste time. They avoid gossip and like celebrity idolship. And when I say idolship, I don't mean like in a Christian mindset. I mean like actually just caring, like being tapped into what celebrities got going on. All souls are here for the experience. We already said this though, so we're not gonna speak on that again. All souls have strong intuition and psychic abilities. The best way, I feel like, or the most simple way to explain this is just, you wouldn't give a gun to a 10-year-old. And so you should look at it the same way with the intuition and the psychic abilities. New souls are not going to possess the same power, the same control over their abilities, their psychic abilities, intuition, all of that, as an old soul would, just because they not ready to wield that power, right, already. And then they don't have the experience that the old soul has of just different lifetimes and experiencing what intuition is and psychic abilities are in different vessels. Because you got to know, intuition and psychic abilities are not the same for everybody. You got different forms of psychic abilities. You could be able to see things. We're not gonna go through this. Because I don't have it written down. But actually I am, because you could be able to see things, which is, I think that's clairsentient. You could be able to hear things, which is clairaudient. You can be clairvoyant, I think, which is feeling things. And then I don't remember the last one. But just know it's different forms of ways to have psychic abilities and like intuition. So that's what the old souls have a stronger intuition and psychic abilities than the average, like than the new soul. Natural attraction to and connection to nature, I feel like that's pretty obvious. I mean, they as old as the earth, they will be connected to the earth. They're highly empathetic because they feel for their people. You got to think about it. If you an old soul, you kind of the fathers and the mothers of civilization, of humanity. So they feel the pain of their people. They feel the pain of the world, essentially. Introverts, they're introverts, or they're either introverted or extroverted personality archetypes, right? I meant to put archetypes on there. People would try to tell you that old souls would essentially just be introverted so they can store their energy and isolate themselves and all this. I don't know. They just be saying different stuff. I feel like it would be introverted and extroverted because all souls got different lessons, right? So the introverted soul could be, his or her lesson could be learning how to love themselves instead of putting all their love and trust in others, right? But the extroverted old soul mission could be to come here and teach and lead and guide newer souls. So either way, it's still an old soul, though. It's just got a different mission. So I feel like that one is like you can't really just pinpoint that one. That's just something you got to figure out for yourself. Old souls are great listeners and teachers because, I mean, I feel like that's really like self-explanatory, because you have to be a great listener and a great teacher. If you one of the people that created communication, you created like different forms of talking and learning and teaching. So you done did it a billion times. Somebody teaching you something and you having to teach somebody else something, that's like riding a bike. You gonna have to just, that's something that you just learn over doing all through millennia. Because when I think of an old soul, I think of you being here literally for billions of years. And so, that's what we got for today. Old souls versus new souls. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you got any recommendations, please leave it in the comment section. I love you all. Kings and queens, guys and goddesses, my brothers and my sisters. Stay up, don't fall down. If you do, get back up. Hey.